Greetings everyone, please give a moment to make sure everything's set on up. Pick is going. Going. Update the thumbnail. YouTube thumbnails up to date. Twitch is going. Rumble appears to be going. Looks like everything's going good. Let me just double check my computer. And so, let's go and get started. Looks like everything's good to go. For the games. Of course, I do have a good number of replays for y'all. Like normal. Oops. There we go. Greetings everyone, and Great here from another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawning north side as the Japanese, we have Vindian. Spawning south side as the Red Maltese, we have Simple Guy. Or is being punched in the face. Nope, I forget, no, it's not. Japan doesn't have the guys who punch in the face. It's stabbed repeatedly. Well, either way, let's take a look and see what natives the map. There's a House of Fan Art. We got the Greek, which are Greeks, Everzone, Boyars, and you can get the sticker band from the big button. And down south, this is still, yep, both just House of Fan Art for both. This map is a bit choke point, so this could be good for fortifications. This could be a very choke heavy map. Of course, there's a lot of sea out here, and I guess we'll have to wait and see if there's any decks or plan deploy on a fishing boat to get some fish and chips. Consulate already has been deployed on the field and now is eyeing for a shrine here with his explorers or heroes, whatever they're called for the Japanese, since there's two of them. We do have, of course, some gunmen here. Both sides just cleaning up some of these various treasures. This one is 90 food. This one is 90 coin. And a dead cowboy. Let's see. Do you have a deck selected here for the Maltese? We've got villagers, time 2 churches. Increase delivers 2 church wagons and adds 2 build limit. That's actually give you quite a bit of experience trickle, because that would be 2 experience trickle the entire game, isn't it? As well as allows you to get a 3rd church, so it could be 3 experience per trickle. That's pretty good. German Tone gives you settler wagons, and he allows you to train settler wagons. Exotic hardwoods, a little bit unusual. We got the wing and core construction. Settlers gather all natural resources faster, especially when nearby town center. So when near range building plus 20%, that's 30% up to potentially. It is very significant. Cords of wood, coin, crossbows, 7 Hanover allies, which gives you 7 token Pekov Hazar, not sure if that's a mercenary or native. Archaic soldier attack, archaic soldier hit points, hospitality. Your next age is faster and all hospital upgrades are cheaper. Upgrades are minus 150 coin and wood. That's actually quite a bit of value there. The more upgrades, cheaper, the more upgrades you get as well. Spice trade, coin, pikemen, crossbowmen, fire throwers, some hoop throwers, more hoop throwers, fixed cannon, fixed gun, smoke bomb, Steel bolts, crossbowmen and passive ears gain more range and inflict greater damage to heavy infantry buildings with their bolts, so become more of a skirmisher. Archaic soldier combat increases health and damage of archaic units by 15%. Refrigeration, 4 falconets, and 1 factory. Definitely an archaic deck. Up here we do have now the Oshogawa Shrine being pulled in the field, which gives you export upon completion. And Kasut has 2 shrines supporting up to 20 population, so it's give you basically 280 wood there immediately, as well as act as, of course, give you a resource trickle. So he's eyeing, which will provide him large amount of population for the time being. Times 2 villagers, good faith agreements, consulate and armies improvements arrive 50% faster. Improvements cost less, and brigade shipments receive a moderate discount. So you can get more foreign support. Now we've also got times 2 villagers, more wood, more coin, Yumi archers, Yumi archer attack, musketeers, musketeer attack, diplomatic intrigue, daimyo, chariot orchard rickshaws, villagers, boards of wood, chests of coin, way of the bow. Yumi archers range and hit points increase to range, 15% hit point. How do we pronounce that? Musketeers. Close combat, musketeers hit points increase and they do extra damage against melee. And all that is says hand attack, so will improve their capability to defend themselves against cavalry and shock infantry. Flaming arrows, intervention, Bakufu. Japanese leadership enables all military units to be trained more quickly. Daimyo Shogun train units move train units faster than buildings. And the Daimyo and Shoguns have increased hit points and speed. Naginata Riders, Flaming Arrows, Shogun, and Sophie allies. Japanese warrior monks armed with Nagatana, good against cavalry and buildings. And also sets them to discipline. Looks like Red's Explorer may go down here. And here's some gunfire. I have not been paying attention. We got a good number of crossbows advancing on forward. My apologies. We do got a bank wagon here, so he has selected the Dutch. The Dutch are still selected at the moment. He is bringing a shipment of Yumi archers, which are, of course, archaic archers. First, archaic archers. The crossbows have 16 damage and 100 base health. Yumi archers have 100 base health and 19 damage, 18 range, 16 range. So the Yumi archers are better on a 1v1. Of course, they are 105 resources as opposed to crossbows 480, so they're much more expensive but higher quality. Looks like the blue explorer does go down there along with Red's explorer. Blue still has his other explorer in this region, and blue has gotten the Greek allies here, so he is getting charges of the Greek Revolution going, which does give you some Sacred Band musketeer variant. Smoke bomb does allow him to go back home. And now we've got a very, very large number of pikemen and crossbows here. With 2 forward field hospitals, able to maintain good protection, going for another shipment of Yumi archers, going for a round of musketeers as well. Musketeers will receive bonus damage for the crossbows, though the bonus damage is minimal. He, of course, has the technology to improve that a little bit better in the next age, so maybe he doesn't want to go for musketeers past Fortress Age. Church wagon now pulling on field. Shrine now seeing some fire. And now got a good number of musketeers advancing on forward. Not musketeers, Yumi archers. Got 10 Yumi archers here versus was 12 crossbows. Getting a nice free shots there. The shrine took a bit of damage. The shrine does have decent health, 1,300, which is more than a regular house, 1,200. Right now the shrine is providing less than 1 villager per minute. And just getting some decent food generation, nothing too significant. He's also going for a large amount of wood back here, so he's eyeing for more Yumi archers. first round of musketeers being floated out, or a second round, I should say. He does have a bank here as well, which does provide a good amount of coin, maintaining a good amount of resource generation, and he is now pop cap. That shrine did a good job providing population space. He is starting to siege down that building there, the Sacred Band. He doesn't have any of them available at the moment. Musketeers advancing forward. Got a depot being blown on field. Explorer does go down there. Blue's Explorer is taking some fire there. May want to spill bomb blast mode. Does go down there. Pikemen do good damage versus structure. They have good siege attack. Actually, they're in cover mode, so they do less damage there, but they take less damage. Musketeers now engaging melee combat, which crossbows that bad melee attack. And now got the pikemen trying to run away from all of these forces. Crossbows will do bonus damage to them, and musketeers are straight up better in hand-to-hand combat generally. Yep, 8 damage, though they do have 2 range. Musketeers do have 10 damage, same attack speed. Archers may get a shot here. Getting good damage on 1, that's about it. We've got the House of Fanar being redeployed on out now. You may want to take time to clean up the depot. This explosion this much, I don't... Hopefully that doesn't explode when it's not fully built. Okay, it doesn't do that. And Red's Explorer just got up. I'm not sure how Red Explorer's got up. Maybe from the depot itself. He was thought that the post is being rebuilt there. Got still got a number of pikemen here. Now I got a round of Cossack Daredevils. It's from the monastery. Who's bringing some... Are these mercenaries or outlaws? They are outlaws. They are actually relatively cheap for an outlaw population. They are a Hussar variant that has really good attack speed. A 1 attack speed. But their damage output's quite low. I wouldn't put too much stock into them. They're basically 1 pop unit for 3 population. Now trying to bring his Hussars there to overrun the Yuumi archers. Does not be successful. Explorer now seems to fire there. Explorer's not classified as heavy, so archers are doing regular damage versus them. Trying to torch down these hospitals. They do provide health regen per second, and I would assume in combat as well. Though the damage output's too high to that make a difference. Hussar is now being focused down. Musketeers in the back line. The Musketeers should be on the front line. Maybe archers may want to fall back a little bit there. Most Hussars gone down. The messy engagement both sides, but I think Red will like the more messy engagement with the number of pikemen he has. And now it looks like the Japanese player can advance to the next page if he has a moment to lay down the wonder. Nope, he's going to bring in Musketeers. He's not going to advance the next... Nope, he is going to advance the next stage. Let's go for the Torii Gates. The Torii Gates do... Fun age up, give you 3 samurais and 1 military rickshaw. As a Kami warship increases the experience for build bounty for trading units and construction buildings and defeating. So it's more of an EXP wonder. You have a 4 town center here deployed out the Maltese. Reign of the Maltese has 23 villagers. The Japanese have 33, and now he's signed to end relationships with the Dutch. It doesn't appear to be he has any... Oh, Greek Revolution rank 2, so he should at least be able to get at least 1 Sacred Band before it goes down. Oh, the Maltese already advanced to the next age. I did not pay attention to that. Now has Venom Crossbows. Crossbows damage versus structures is pathetically bad at 9. So this can still take quite a bit of use. They want to hold out the last moment. Got some Sentinels now pulling the field. Heavy Musketeers. Their siege attack is relatively normal as well. Oh, and I just realized some Hussars back here. He has found a good number of local fauna for his shrines. And he does not get on any secret bands there. Got some various church research now coming on in. Booleanism. And that does, of course, give him some EXP. It is expensive, but does get a shipment now available. We do have a commandery here, a command post. So we want to get his other explorer, Smoke Fallen, back home. Now he's bringing in a shipment of coin and not going for intervention. Maltese right now, relatively sparse back here. The Japanese players has 75 population, the Maltese is 74. Going for a fixed gun shipment. This map is good for siege weapons in the middle. To counter those fixed guns, culverins are usually a good item. I'm not sure what the Japanese have for a culverin variant. I can't remember on the top of my head. Does have a castle here, probably from the Torii Gates. Market being built now. Fixed gun being in place, which will provide some good defensive position there for his field hospitals. Going for more crossbows now. Does he have the archaic attack defense? Nope, he does not. And he does stop the Greeks being allied once again. Doing a good job at that. More crossbows in the way. Two town centers should be able to even out the villager queue quite quickly. He's immediately ending relationships. He did go for Spanish for a brief amount of time. I'm not sure what he got from it. Maybe it was Merchant Marina since it's now queued up. I'm not sure what that was, Merchant Marina. Landing arrows now engaging. They are basically a Culver or a Falconet variant. Hussars trying to push way forward. Does see some fire there. Discipline. Musketeers push way forward. The fixed gun does 300 damage bombard. And can always use the long range attack to bombard this region and kill off a good number of units, though the AoE effect of that is very small. Does take out one of the field hospitals now. More archers now being put in field. Go for disciplined archers as well. He sees a good number of crossbows. He does not have steel bolts. Steel bolts? He sees all those musketeers. Steel bolts should be a more of a high priority one. Because... no, he's going for coin. Steel bolts will increase his damage. Adds to range attack versus maximum range. And let's see. Here we go. It will increase our damage output against heavy units by 75%. Increasing from the plus 25% up to a plus 100%. So he really tried that, in my opinion. Does have field hospitals there, so he's lost all of his field hospitals. Give him a coin, more enemy archers. He has quite a bit of wood and food stored up. He may be able to cool off in the wood collection. He does have a rice paddy in the field. After all, they can't hunt, so he's going to have to rely on rice paddies a bit more than other factions. Though going for some fishing boats will be quite good because it's probably better to invest into fishing boats rather than into rice paddies when it comes to food collection. I need to look up the exact numbers between the two. Don't know the exact numbers off the top of my head. Maybe go for 2 docks? Yeah, 1 should be fine. Oh, he is going for 2 docks, 1 for each side. Very, very good. And now he can advance to the Industrial Age. Red may spot this. He may be on hit the Greek once again, and Athos Monastery. He should have a vision dock now. Let's see. Ships 2 monster wagons can place on top of coin for gold generation and unique technologies. And he's gonna put one here, and maybe one here. Oh nope, there's 2 pulling the bosses over here, so they're both being pulled over there. Very nice. And now the Maltese is eyeing for some culverins to engage these flaming arrows. He will spot the dock, 1 fishing boat deployed on the field. And now you have the next age going on up. Let's see. It's a golden pavilion. It ships Yuumi archers. At this age, it will give him 10 Yuumi archers. Attack, it increases the attack range of Lanyas. Oh yeah, it gives you a configurable bonus. Attack range could be quite handy. Flaming arrows now engaging. They do have 80 damage times 2 versus buildings, so do 160 damage per shot against buildings. Culverins facing forward. They will probably one-shot the flaming arrows. They don't have exactly high health. Got some militia now put on the field as well. We got an army of 47 here versus an army of 59. Towns that are now being put out by the Japanese. He's still producing from some... Nope, he's not producing from the fishing docks just yet. And now he has selected increase the hit points of your land units. So he's eyeing to make sure they stay alive. These Yuumi archers got a quick pick there, a bit foolishly. That must have been from the shipment from going to the next age. The Maltese is eyeing to bring in some pikemen. Flaming arrows find a very good volley there. The attack speed is 6. Same attack speed as the culverins. Okay, that was just explore. And there's a sacred band now available, so now he has a group of 8 Greek musketeers. Musketeers eyeing to go and engage in melee. And here comes the Naginata Riders trying to flank the culverins down. Big encirclement here. Musketeers not gunning down these forces. He actually does have some disciplined samurai. They looks like they've gone down. Flaming arrows find a massive hit there. So flaming arrows do a slight bonus damage to artillery. So they're like a light cannon, but a bit lighter than a light cannon. Naginata Riders will be used versus crossbows and versus the culverin. He lost all of his pikemen. He's going to have trouble. He's going for a massive wave of pikemen somewhere, including right there. Maybe trying to overrun some of these flaming arrows when he's opportunity, but they all get gunned down. This town center was a definitely interesting location, and since he built it away from his fixed gun, he had trouble protecting it using the fixed gun. He could have just really hauled down with some fixed guns in this region. And maybe try for a Monopoly victory, since there's 5 that will cover up 3 out of the 5 trade posts. Naginata Riders now making their advance. Hospital under fire. Fixed gun does get a good shot there. Pikeman charging forward, but getting gunned down by all the musketeers. Field hospitals going down. He's going to need to build some backline field hospitals. Yes, he is. I am not sure what he's saying. And those pikemen gets gunned down. There's actually a good number of structures here built by these villagers. We do have some falconets being put on the field. More field hospitals, trying to pull out some more crossbows. I don't think that's going to be successful. Blue's now counterattacking, has a handful of Naginata Riders advance forward. Pikemen not being tasked to stop them. He's too busy over here, falconets. It's an okay volley there. And he's going to go ahead and poke those falconets down. Naginata Riders find some pikemen there when the Naginata Riders do go down. The Maltese line to bring out more crossbows. None from these field hospitals here. He's trying to build them back here. There's a sizable army back here. He's not going for steel bolts. In my opinion, he should have gotten that for a long time ago. We're turning those crossbows to a soft counter to more of a hard counter. Azara's do over on the flaming arrows. And these villagers trying to go one down. He does have a good number of disciplined Shotel Naginatas. Blue has cracked through over here. A couple crossbows being pulled in the field as well as some pikemen. Sacred Band infantry just trying to go forward in melee. And I think Red's going to be knocked out of the game very shortly. Flame Arrows taking time, open up hand mortars taking time to destroy the Felix Fix gun. Villagers punching the Flame Arrow. The villagers do punch the Flame Arrow to death. Their hand attack is actually okay. Not great. Fire throws now full in the field. And fire throws being overrun by the Shotel warriors, and that is the end of the game. It's been great saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another HPARS 3 replay. So on the north side as the blue Japanese, we have G Urki. On the south side as the red US of A, the only Nikius. I think. I have no idea how to pronounce a lot of these names. When it comes to natives of this map, we do have the House of Vaza giving access to the Royal Arquebus, which sounds like a Swedish skirmisher. High hit points and damage, so it's like more of a musketeer version of a skirmisher, if that makes any sort of sense. Winged Hussar got some really heavy cavalry there. And over here we do have the House of Yagalan. This gives you access to the Lipkar Tatars and the Shock Rider. The Equalize big button build here is something important to note. Converts all your equalize your resources, so if you go very heavy in one resource, that could be a possibility. Like you can go straight massive food, because since food does collect the fastest, you could hit that button to equalize that as a possibility. What's the other big button here? Villagers gather faster for an extra short amount of time, which is longer the longer you wait. So in theory it probably does work out longer if you hold off a little bit longer, but maybe you should do that if you need to perhaps grab something on the field. I can't really say the best time to use it myself. Japanese player does have access to a shipment, doesn't have a deck selected, but oh, okay, just got one there. And you know what, let's just do the Japanese player first. Of course, got infinite wood. We got Heavenly Kami. Shrines are cheaper and increase our resource production rate. Very good. Enlisted regulars, town center attack increase. You can also call out irregulars and sentries again. ×2 for villagers. Coin 5 shrine wagons. So he's going for mass shrines. He also doesn't want to build them himself. This is meant for the collection rate. Yumi archers, musketeers, musketeer attack, Oni war, all infantry building attack increase, so increase the siege damage. Diplomatic intrigue, daimyo, shotel allies, large amount of coin, large amount of wood, large amount of okay, food, wood, and coin, so all that. More musketeers, close combat, increase musketeers hit points by 50% and increase their bonus damages, shock and cavalry. Flaming arrows, a large number of Yumi archers, more musketeers, flaming arrows, shogun, and higher Ronin army delivers 15 Ronin. And for the US of A, we do have capitalism. Dutch immigrants give you a bank and collects coin faster. German immigrants give you settler wagons, wood coin. Regulars, state militia, Springfield Armory makes your armory upgrades free, but take a long time to research. So if you research it, build your armory immediately. Virginia General Assembly, one state capital wagon and get one research for free. Russian American Company allows you to get 2 blockhouses and hunt faster. Wood coin. United States Army, Continental Rangers. We got Buffalo Soldiers, increasing carbine attack damage by 50% and adds a range armor. Rolling Artillery, Polski's Legion. Coffee Mill Guns. Let's see. Oh yeah, increase, make your Gatling guns fully automatic. Heavy cannon and Minutemen Company ships 10 Minutemen and upgrades levy ability to conscription, which allows you to get a large number of Minutemen. And we do have, looks like he went for Virginia plan, and gives you 2 shipments. So you spend 1 shipment to get 2 shipments. So basically a free shipment. I'm sort of surprised he doesn't go with that first, but I wonder if that affects how much experience costs per shipment. Need to test around that around a little bit. Popular Minutemen arrives fast. All towns that spawn 6 Minutemen. Minutemen retains hit points 75% longer. So we may see a Minutemen deck, which there's a state that gives you upgrades your Minutemen to Marines, I think. If that's the case, that could be a large number of Minutemen.
Yes.
Minutemen now advance on forward. Their siege attack is pathetically bad. Their range attack is good. You have now military rickshaw here because he built out the Tory gates, which give him a handful, a single samurai and a military rickshaw. Minutemen advance on forward. Samurai will hack apart one of the Minutemen. The nice thing about Minutemen, they don't give any experience upon being killed. Right now, the Minutemen's health do not... Oh, one of these guys are a little bit wounded, but he had 100 health. They still withstand a shot from the town center. Minutemen's attack is also 25% damage versus villagers. And he does go and punch that Minuteman to death. Very, very good. Villager's punch attack is 10, which is greater than Minutemen's gun. Also got Shrine Wagons. I was going for a Daimyo and for some Yumi Archers. Bring a lot of shipments pretty quick. He's also not building any villagers at the moment. Now I got some regulars who've been pulled in field. They're not Minutemen, so they can actually shoot civilians. Is that a good thing? Local doggos starting to go down. And we do have a trade post here for the Japanese. Yumi Archers now being shipped on in. He does take a bit of time for a shipment to come on in, so it could have gone save up the Shotel allies. Yeah, of course I have a Daimyo here. Not easily replaceable. But in this case, he's just going to force him on forward. He is classified as heavy cast, so the minute regulars will be bonus damage to melee against them. And we're returning the Shogunate Wonder. Once you get the Shogunate Wonder, going for some Naginata Riders now. Virginia General Assembly has been researched, and it's not gone for Virginia plan yet. So there may be some sort of indication of what the Virginia plan does with the experience, because it costs more experience per shipment you bring on in. So I wonder how that affects it. If it doesn't affect it, I'll say go for it immediately. If it does affect it, then I can see waiting for a long time for it. I hear some gunfire, but I'm not sure where. Ah, it's just the mill being claimed.
Orders?
We got a good number of regulars
I'm
here.
ready.
Men
What is
do
your command?
not have longer range. And so on the back, so it'll be a bit bad pathing for them. We got a good
Yes.
possible case here for the US player. Some human archers being gunned on down. Knocking out of riders are not going to be great in this situation against regulars. Regulars are going to get some good melee attack down the cavalry. Knocking out of riders do all go down. Yeah, he should probably not have brought in those Naginata riders right there. Try bringing a shimmer of musketeers. Yumi archers are a good counter. Being an archer, they do bonus damage versus heavy infantry. Now the training post is starting going down. Daimyo trying to run away, but of course he's still training up more units. He could potentially pick off this Daimyo over here. He does have a barracks back here. Merchant Marine now being researched. Bring a shim of Yumi archers. Consulates right now the Spanish, which is the Merchant Marines. Don't know what that does off the top of my head. His barracks will take a bit of a beating there. Does find some reinforcements here, does take them out. Daimyo took some damage there. Got Shima Yumi archers there. The barracks going down is a big loss. However, he does still have the Daimyo for reinforcements. And now Blue's eyeing for a handful of wolves there to protect his flank. We got the Blue immediately starting to ghost out these walls. Very nice. Blue could trap this force here.
Yes.
Benjamin Lincoln. I think that's a custom name. And looks like there's a big hole there. No expects the army to go through the trees, right? Just like the Ardennes. That's a place impenetrable to panzers. And now he's going for Kentucky. Got statehood researched.
Orders?
Blue maybe we'll find some shots there. The men could just actually be left to die to draw some fire.
I'm ready.
These musketeers do move at a slightly faster pace, so the regulars do move slower.
At attention.
These units do take a bit of damage there. Looks like he's trying for more state militia. Japanese is not eyeing next age just yet, bringing some Shotel allies.
Nanarito.
And now do have the trading post starting to go on down. Does get a number of rural arquebusiers on the field, which will be useful versus the regulars. State militia are a skirmisher variant, but they have inverse stats of what skirmishers usually have. They have supposed to have higher health, lower damage. But actually, the damage doesn't seem all that great. They are relatively cheap. They're supposed to be like their US version of crossbows.
Yo. Nanda? Hotoke-sama no gokago no okageじゃ.
Got an army of 48 here versus an army of 32, and now got
Ready
rolling.
to fire.
Got
Orders?
3 Gatling guns here. 3 Gatling guns are incredibly powerful this moment in time. Naginata Riders do take a bit of damage there, drawing some fire. Blue has a sizable army here. He could start advancing into his opponent's base and maybe hit some infantry. Got some better sharpshooters down the field. Does find a single villager here, being gunned down by Royal Arquebusts. We've also got some Naginatas on the field. Naginatas are, of course, a spearman variant without the range. That looks like a little bit more damage. Kentucky Hunters, I will get him an army of 14. Give him a large number of sharpshooters and some owl hoots.
Orders?
Right now we've got an army of 58 here versus an army of 47. And sharpshooters are a very good unit, offering 22 range. We got a meeting house on the front line. Cherry orchards have been deployed on the field, running a good amount of food. Japanese, he has a large amount of food there. Doesn't have access to the equalize ability. I'm not sure what the Japanese player is doing at the moment. It's like he's AFK. Gaslighting. Hopefully he's not gaslighting us. Naginata Rider does go down there. And now Blue's going to advance into his opponent's base. Let's see. Siege damage 27, which is good. 21 siege damage is good. Arquebus bad. Yumi Archer's also bad when it comes to siege attack. He does abandon the tin mine there, eyeing to go perhaps for this tin mine. He does have access to the Order of Vaza ability eventually. Over a line of walls there, trying to trap his opponent inside. Starting to torch down some of his opponent's infrastructures, now become a base race situation, which makes the game incredibly messy. He does still have this middle active, getting some food collection. Militia and irregulars have been put on the field, which will just hold his opponents back for a short amount of time. He's going straight for the town center. Blue is going for a large infrastructure back here. Villagers may just want to start running up north. He does have a number of settler wagons here as well. Naginata Riders trying to push forward, trying to pick off these Gatling guns as an opportunity. Those overrun. That maybe all of them now. The US player, or the Japanese player, has still not advanced to the next age. He has enough resources to advance to the next age. Naginata's Riders will go down. These villagers are trying to run away. Blue's doing a good job of damage over here. Have quite a bit of the Japanese player has just a large amount of resources. US player could go for a number of things here. But against defend this army, definitely another Polski's Legion in the Gatling guns need escort. I don't think there's any shipment here that will be useful. He could just probably take time to go for the Virginia plan. This village is not being pursued. Got another town center being pulled up by the US player now. Blue will spot it. Will spot the meeting house as well. Town center does get rebuilt. More walls going on up. He's just trying to hold his opponent's army back in his own base. Now I've got a shipment of Tarkilans being put on the field. I'm not sure what that is. That may be from... Yep, I'm not sure. That's it. Town center there. The US player is going to be losing a large number of villagers here. The US player right now has 30 villagers. 15 of them are right here. The Red's army is falling on back. Blue right now has too many resources stockpiled up. He needs to start doing something with it. He has enough resources to age up. Maybe he can go for a couple barracks. He has a large amount of population space still available. So he needs to either spend on military units or go for the next stage. He's eyeing for the next stage. He's eyeing for the shogunate. A shogunate will provide a daimyo as well as experience. This is ship's experience. I wonder if that's a box of boxes. Settler wagons going down, very good. Being pursued by the carbine cavalry. Once the Naganatas will get done with the settler wagons, they can quickly kill off these carbine riders. It looks like they focus down in small numbers. Every player now has a shipment of enlisted regulars. US is down to 11 villagers, opponents at 7, Japanese at 17. Additional towns that are being pulled out by red over here. Additional towns that are being pulled out over here. The daimyo will allow him access to deployment units. Taking out this bank will be very useful. And Blue's going for more walls here. He is trying to choke up his opponent, which also may misdirect him to avoid this area. Shogunate has been redeployed here. He may want to get the daimyo. He has both 2 daimyos now in the field, which are going to be very useful for producing units. He has plenty of population space and resource for it. Go for a large number of musketeers. Against the sharpshooters, maybe not so much. Maybe what other units that they can get out? Definitely not samurai. Maybe Yumi archers take wood. Just something, really. Maybe some Naginata riders. That should be good with all these sharpshooters. He is going for some Naginata riders. And they're being employed out here. Trying to bring them over to the soon-to-be employed out Naginata riders. I'm not sure what the aura benefits provide for these units. It looks like a small amount of HP. Got a bunch of defense upgrades, somebody. Alhood will quickly get gunned down there. We got a force of
Orders?
72 here versus a force of 40. Got more blockhouses being plotted here. This is where the US players are reestablishing his base. Castle here. Now it's going for some flaming arrows to be delivered. The blockhouses right here is going to cause some issues. Mark's going to go down. 2 flaming arrows will be very, very good. Blockhouses go down, but he took a lot of free shots there. Japanese players not shooting anything in. He can go for some Yumi archers, bring back this dynamo backwards a little bit. And it looks like the daimyo 1 is remaining. Flame arrows, 1 does go down. The other one's getting gunned down. Both get gunned down before another shot hits off. Now I got quite a bit of a game of whack-a-mole here. We will probably lose a shogunate. He's going for some more royal arquebuses. That could be very useful. Some villagers here. Looks like a blue could gun him down. There's some arquebus. He has some forces in this region. This game can still go either way. Japanese players have 15 villagers, the US players have 12, and he is actually building some villagers. And now he's captured up his opponent's mill. And trains some, looks like he's going for armored pistoliers from his saloon he probably has somewhere. Heading down some of this area. Got more walls going on up. I'm not sure why there's so many, building so many walls. Now we do have Continental Rangers. Naginata Riders do find a handful of villagers here. The US players now down to 6 villagers. Still has a massive army in the field and plenty of population space to work with. He still has a town center here and does have a mill over here. This is 5 out of 6 villagers in this area. Oh, there's some more over here as well.
Aufgabe?
And he does have extra settler wagons, so he can go ahead and get a good number of villagers replaced. Settler wagons are
Ja.
2 out of 5, so you can't get too many, but that at least is basically 10 villagers worth. That's more than he has at the moment. State capital going down, multiple areas getting torched. Glory gates will go down, which is... I want this build bounty and kill bounty. I wonder if that gets removed, that gets destroyed. It hopefully should. We have the Spanish allies here. How much export does he have? He does have a decent amount of export. And he's currently getting no export income. We do have a dock here. No fish. Why does he have a dock? There's literally no fish on this map. Why does he have a dock? He's going to build a ship? Yeah. Multiple shrines going down, which is start putting the Japanese player, Pop Cap. He has 40 population in the field. His opponent has 120. And now he's going to get a lot of experience for torching down all this stuff. Lou's also getting some experience over here. These shrines have been generating extra resources since there were with these animals. And there's still a decent amount of food here. You can't torch them down. So maybe he can send some villagers up here to claim them for himself. He does spot the dock there.
What is your command?
Carbon Cavalry have 4 siege damage, so it will take a bit of time to clean that up. He is going for a foon. An exploration fishing is basically a caravel. I still don't understand why he's going for that. If somebody can explain that to me why he went for a dock, please let me know. It has a pretty good attack speed, so it does provide some good shore bombardment. But 400 resources at this point in time? I mean, it paid for itself. These will push forward these infantry units, and he's doing good. And now this part where all these walls are doing a good job. He has now walled his opponent in his old base, leaving his own base exposed. Let's consider town center here, or now he does. Attack damage is not maxed out. He may want to go for a Virginia plan. He is bringing out some militia.
Yes.
Dynamo pushing right forward. Does have decent attack. Basically a very healthy Hussar. So some of these blockhouses here. The town center. He probably should have kept the town center garrison to get its gun firing. Carbon Cavalry does go down there.
Orders?
Red, he needs
What
to
is your
split up his
command?
force. Whatever can move faster should be moving over here quickly. Barring the carbon cavalry, in by himself won't do much. But he really should be splitting up his army here so a part of his group can actually arrive here quicker. Blue's now starting back on off. He knows his opponent has broken through his walls. There's some blue villagers still over here. Oops. Sorry, I hit my microphone. And this stuff costs us a coin. Could try using the equalize ability. Let's go and fast forward a little bit because this game's becoming a game of whack-a-mole. The ship providing some shore bombardment does go down there. Springfield Army has been selected, so now he gets arsenal research. At this point in time, maybe Polski's Legion wouldn't be half bad, seeing some heavy cav to pursue these infantry units. Maybe also go a bit more heavy in wood, since he knows he's killed off most of his opponent's villagers. He's playing a game of whack-a-mole. Maybe and just try to fortify this region with a bunch of outposts. As a possibility. Blue is playing Ring on the Rosie, and now he's pushing his army over here. He really should have kept a small force back at home. So if he would have put too much back, he probably would be overwhelmed. And now he knows that armies are advancing forward. Regulars now falling on back. Red's villager here will get gunned down. Only the towns that are here for offensive shots. He can bring in some Minutemen.
Hello.
US players now trying to ban this region. And he does go and get back to Town Center, knows he can't escape. The Town Center can take a bit of a beating. And here comes the Minutemen.
Orders, yes.
I'm ready.
Cartridge has been researched, so technically his weapons are needle guns now. Not like that really matters. And he does have some infrastructure down here. Oh great, another spam bot. Now got a wave of all hoots, very good. He does have a bit of coin.
What you need?
He may just want to get them pushing forward. So that town center took quite a bit of damage there. And they are skirmishers, but they have decent range. Red is abandoning his town center there, trying to get his villagers out of here. And some of these forces are starting to push way forward. Got more walls being blown up by Blue, trying to lock him in. A sharpshooter and carving cavalry is pushing him over here. Blue's just right now migrating around. Town center has gone down. A couple of these villages will be gunned down next.
At Attention.
Yes.
Looks like some of Red's villagers will start going on down. Fast forward a little bit, so let's bring around the Rosie. The house there, Carbon Cavalry pull on the field, trying to gun down the Daimyo. Gunning down the Daimyo is a good target, since he can't have a really way to replace it, since he already destroyed the Shogunate. Flame arrows could get gunned down by the Carbon Cavalry as well. And he's adding to go AFK and melee with his Carbon Cavalry. He's a flaming arrows there. Now I do have a round of villagers trying to shoot away, but they haven't embraced the Second Amendment yet. Red has destroyed some structures there. He still has a trading post here. That may be the last of blue structure of this trading post. Still has 10 villagers on the field. A bit of wood. He can quickly pull out of town center. Red is trying to run around. He does not have a lot of resources at the moment. Trying to see if there's any blue structures off the map, but there's so many walls, it's hard for me to tell. Can't tell where any of those villagers may be at. Okay, blue has another structure somewhere. That is a red trading post. Army. No, that's a blue villagers, actually. I wasn't paying attention to what that was. I got this forest trying to head that one off. I think red will actually close out the game. Guns down most of those units. The explorer itself can still pull out a town center if he doesn't have any wood at the moment. I got a castle here. And those Hussars do find those villagers, and looks like red finally back to the game now. Sorry to sort of fast forward the last bit of that. That was just like whack-a-mole. This and great saying, thank you for watching, and on to next replay. Give me one moment to clean that spam up. Yep, there we go. And let's go and get to the next replay. And get rid of that. Here we go. Greetings everyone, and great here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on top bottom left side as a blue Spanish, we have Sunshine Girl. Spawn on top right side as a red Germans, we have Mikael Jackson. He. Or Michael Jackson reference, I'm pretty sure. Either way, let's take a look, see what natives on the map. We do got the Sophie Mosque, which is giving access to Quizabash, a heavy Turkoman cavalry armed with lance and bow. Sounds like a hybrid infantry or a horseman. And the Tengri Shrine, give you access to some Tatar archers and some local doggos. And of course, explorer names, we got Matt Herzberg, whatever that means. And for over here, we do have Francisca Ferdinands, which sounds like a random name. And now we got deck selectable Spanish. Got villagers, town militia, capitalism, more villagers, more wood, more gold, additional infinite frontier defenses. House of Tazmar, food, wood, Rodialos, Hussars, Lancers, Falconets, more block outposts, but does also give you access to the basic upgrades. Colonial Escalza give you semi-population per town center. Spanish gold, which gives you additional Spanish treasure chests per shipment. Hired armored pistoliers, hussars, lancers, culverins, heavy cannons, factory, and more factories, and 25 Bourbon allies give you 25 Royal Musketeers and set the veteran status to active. For the Germans, let's see now, got settler wagons, more settler wagons, even more settler wagons. Wood coin, crossbows, Uhlans, team cavalry attack, cavalry hit points, advanced arsenal, wood coin, skirmishers, Uhlans, cavalry combat, war wagons, higher Jaeger Hessians, circle army, ships different German Royal House units each time you have the following order. So give you first 23 black Brunswickers, then 8 mounted infantry, then 5 Saxon cuirassiers. And also sets to the veteran research to active. Long range infantry hit points. Crossbows and skirmishers hit points increased. So their anti-heavy units are get more health. Lipizan cavalry, Uhlans gain increased attack and hit points. And factory. We do not have the quartermaster. His opponent is going for the governor.
¿Qué me ordena?
Over here, we've got some kitty cats going down for the sport of a doggo fiesta. And red may be eyeing for a trade post here. Trade post is now going on up. Both sides have unique variations when it comes to shipments. Spanish, of course, shipments are cheaper, while the Germans are much more expensive, but get additional free Uhlans, which also means the Spanish does have 2 good units to engage Uhlans, the pikemen, also the Rodialos. The Rodialos do have decent speed, which could make it so they may be a bit more useful in this situation, though they do cost gold, which may be pro con for the Spanish, because they do have also Spanish treasure. Local doggo, or not local doggo, will be going on down soon. Does manage to escape on out of there, and now do have a shipment of settler wagons, also giving 2 Uhlans. The first shipment here does not give any Uhlans. It also makes our first shipment take a long time to get out on the field. It also means those settler wagons do provide quite a bit of value for a shipment. Of course, they are more expensive, which warrants the extra value.
Aufgabe?
Local doggo could recruit some more local doggos.
Ja.
Up here we do have some monkeys engaging the explorer. Ooh, got a nice little pick there. Uhlans do pick off a villager. Very nice. And more settler wagons now being pulled in the field. We got a good number of settler wagons already in the field. Settler wagons are capped at 20 for the Germans. And we got a fast castle, not castle, fast fortress for the Spanish. Use eyeing the bishop so it can move diagonally a little bit better. And also bring a shipment of infinite frontier defenses, getting that as soon as you can. And not waiting for the ×3 here with the upgrade. You may be eyeing for a shipment to arrive, another shipment to arrive before that point.
See.
A good job of hurting these wildlife back at home. And side note as well, there are some fish that can be claimed here. No fishing buoy or shipment buoy to bring in a shipment for some fishing boats, but you can deploy out a dock or two, or just a dock and get for hand fishing boats. Don't go overboard, however. There's not a whole lot of fish there, nor infinite whales. We got 2 outpost wagons. The bishop does provide a covered wagon. And he will place the covered wagon diagonally from his base. Very good. It's what the bishop would have wanted. Need some market research there. They now got the Circle Army deployed on the field. Both players advance to the Fortress Age. Circle Army will give him 23 Black Brunswickers, which I don't know what that is. Sounds like a fire thrower to me, or an arson.
Auftrag. Aufgabe.
More skirmishers being put on the field, very good. Maybe expecting Rodialos.
Bereit.
The explorers will find outposts. There are currently 3 outposts in the field.
Ja.
And let's see, veteran Black Brunswicker. So it's like a musketeer variant. It is classified as heavy infantry, so it is in fact a musketeer variant. Doesn't seem any too spectacular. They do have 14 range, which does actually stand out rather than 12 range. And now got a industrial age for the Spanish. You may want to go for the advanced fortifications because the upgrade plus more outposts could be very useful here.
See?
Explorer may go down, the doggo goes down. And there's no military structures here for the Spanish, so I'm not sure who's eyeing. He has not even got Spanish gold yet. That's something you want to get immediately when you get to Fortress Age, since it gives all your shipments just a little bit extra coin to go along with it. And now it's going for Spanish gold. He's going for the War Minister. I don't know what that deploys on top of my head. And he's just going straight coin. He is going for... Okay, cancel Spanish gold, goes for Colonial Escansas. Does get a good shipment of Rodialos, which will be useful versus these Hussars. They do have 6 movement speed. Hussars or Ulans to have 6.75. So they can chase them down and prevent the Ulans from getting good hits in, but they won't be able to pin them down. Outposts do bonus damage versus cavalry, however. This will put him up to 200 population. He will get all his population space. Where is the saloon? I think that's one reason why he's going for all the gold, right? He's just going turbo gold.
See?
More Rodialos on the build queue. Ulans and Rodialos sort of just stop moving there, which allowed the Rodialos to engage. And most of those Ulans do go down to the Rodialos. Skirmishers could get overwhelmed. The hand attack is 7, which is not great, but is, so they will do less damage in melee, and Rodialos will find an engagement here. Rodialos are, of course, a good infantry unit. But they're getting gunned down there. The veteran skirmishers hand attack would do 14 damage against these Rodialos, and they do 11 turn, same attack speed, less health. Yeah, Rodialos actually will lose against skirmishers in melee. There's a handful of idle villagers here. I'm not sure what he's eyeing.
Ahora me siento más fuerte.
Is that for our Imperial Age? There's a shipment available. Urban allies, but it's only 1,000. What is it planning? Somebody explain to me what's going on? Heavy cannons will be useful for defense against those skirmishers, that's for sure. Not only for a church. Opponent has a large number of skirmishers, falconets. Heavy cannons on the field, more Rodialos. He may want to get the veteran Rodialo research. Going for his factories now. He's going to need to get out heavy cannons with those factories. He may want to deploy the heavy cannons right around here, keep the Rodialos close by to prevent the Ulans from overrunning them.
¿Cuál es su orden?
And he also may want to go for advanced frontier fortifications, get these outposts upgraded. Factory wagon now being put on the field. Rodialos need to engage those Ulans, but even now, Ulans will probably win a 1v1 fight. Does take out one of the Falconets immediately. Falconet does counter barrage. Rodialos advancing forward. Does take out another Falconet. More Rodialos being put on the field. He does spend a lot of bit of coin there on something. Not sure what though. Heavy cannons being overran. Militia now being put on the field. He may want to go for another round of militia. Bring a shipment of Hussars. Factory wagon could get run down by the Ulans. Or torched down. Factory wagon has a bit of health to work with. Factories have been completed, both selected on coin at the moment. Has a large amount of resources in the bank, not doing anything. Going for Hussars, times 7 Hussars is simply not enough.
Ahora me siento más fuerte.
Overrunning the Cauldron could be a quick, easy kill there. He's sending 3 over there now. Factory will go down. Has another shipment available. Probably good idea goes for Lancers. Lancers will be good in this situation. But they need to be in larger numbers than that.
¿Cuál es su comando?
I'm just fast forwarding a little bit because this looks like the game is just over. Lancer's now pulling on field. Gains some good damage here. Does take out some of the Brunswickers in before they got melee attacks off. Lancers do excellent damage with infantry times 3. So they're able to save the factory. Picks up all these units. I just realized he has some Hussars here getting a bit of harassment in. Don't know how much it got done.
¿Sí?
No more villagers being built. He's eyeing for a revolt. But a revolt would probably means you'll maintain villager production. Going for a number of skirmishers for defense. Makes sense. Going for a bit of wood, which is going for a barracks. Water power. Polish your eye for advanced frontier defense. Doubling number of outposts he has, as well as improving their damage by 50%. So, War Rag has been put on the field, a Dragoon variant. Rodialos and Skirmishers. Those use Crack Shot there, very good. Bring in suburban allies. Toulon's advancing forward.
Preparada. Hola.
Some of these villagers will get gunned down. Got some Doppelin soldiers, a Halberdier variant with AoE damage. Lancers charging way forward to overrun these Falconets. Doppel soldiers do our anti-cav tool, very good. Ripping apart these Lancers. And none of the Falconets go down. Skirmishers getting gunned down there. Falconets pushing forward. One Falconet does go down the Rodialos. Now we've got Veteran Royal Musketeers and looks like Blue casting the GG. What was Blue doing that entire game? This is Great saying thank you for watching and on to the next replay. I'm getting a little bit tired right now, so that's probably going to be the last replay tonight. So everyone, thank you for watching. Have a good evening and get some good rest.